2, 3, 4.
Exhibition from Anna Waisman is meant to speak to the current public. She's an artist a post-war artist that rose like a phoenix from the ashes of the Second World War. And as we are surrounded by war, her message and her luminous message can be very relevant today. She found grace and heaven into the grace of dance. So, though she had to flee her home, she kept dancing, and she became a professional dancer just after the end of the war, at the age of 16, which is incredible. It's a miracle. And she became a star ballet dancer. She had such a harsh practice that she injured herself, and instead of mourning her injury, she decided to reinvent herself. And to reinvent herself as a sculptress, which is the opposite of a dancer. But she said, I was sculpting my body on music, and I'm going to sculpt to do some sculpting on my own music. The center of her practice is sculpting Hebrew letters. The exhibition welcomes you, if you can move a little bit, with a chai, which really embodies, incarnates life. As you can see, her sculpture are lively. She stopped being a dancer, but she never stopped incarnating movement. So, on the left, you are welcomed by a chai. And on your right-hand side, you are welcomed by a peaceful letter of peace to humanity. That's Anna Waisman's message for us today. And the core of our practice is sculpting Hebrew letters and Hebrew symbolic words. So you have here the iconic Aleph, which so the Hebrew alphabet is magical because it's the mother of all the alphabets on earth, and it derives from the symbols of the pictograms, and so Aleph incarnates a bull, so an animal, and also as there is an equivalent with figures, it incarnates the unity of God. And Anna Waisman was not literate in Hebrew, but she had a vision, and she discovered the secrets of the Hebrew alphabet through her intuition and through looking at the forms, and she invented the 3 dimension of letters that are only visible on one side. So if you turn around the letters, you see the forgotten sides of the unknown sides of the letters. And the symbolic words that she offers us are very interesting. So life, here you've got Olam, and as an intuitive person, she didn't write Ayin, Vav, Lamed, and Mem. She wrote Ayin, Lamed, Vav, Mem. And she put into Olam, into the word, the Lamed Vavnik. I don't know if you're familiar with this concept. The Lamed Vavnik are the 33 just that compensate all the bad deeds in the world, and through their Holy Spirit, they permit the world to carry on. And in each generation, there are 36 hidden pure persons that by themselves, all alone, compensate all the bad deeds, all the wars, all the destruction of the world. So you can turn around, and Hebrew is not meant to be a circle writing, but she invents it this way. And On your back you've got Shema. So all her work, all her vision is about communication. So listen. Listen, Shema, it's a prayer, and you can see as a prayer, you can imagine the ballet dancer with her two arms and her. She was a dancer she was a flamenco dancer in her late career. And all the letters, so the Shema is turning around as well. It's vertical. It's really an invention. It's not like calligraphy where you reproduce exactly the letters. It's reinvention of the Hebrew alphabet as a lively alphabet. And so as she's interested in communication, she's interested in all kinds of communication between the material world and the spiritual world. That's why you can see all these art pieces that with movement, vertical movements. And she's interested also as a non-literate as well into computer science, into the digital communication, which is already very accurate today. And here you can see some collage of elements of computer, bits of computer. And as everything is always up to date with her, this art piece is about Tal, dew, and so it's the renewal. And she said it's material and non-material. It's non-material because it falls from heaven, and it's material because it's what makes the spring come and all the plants to grow. And if you look carefully, we are just in Pesach time, and we just changed the prayer of the Amidah from Mashiva Ruach Morida Geshem to Morida Tal. So it's completely up to date. It arrived, and we are opening this exhibition at the time of Pesach. This painting to finish is a vision that Anna Waisman had of Jerusalem in May 1967. So she's a woman that sees things that didn't happen. So she sees Jerusalem in her entirety, and this Jerusalem is seen from above. That's the heavenly Jerusalem. And it's also very material because the painting is mixed with the earth and some stones of Jerusalem that she brought from her trips to Jerusalem. She has such a love for Israel that she took whatever she could from little bits of Israel to carry back on her trip back to France. She also made artworks with some earth and some herbs that she took from Israel. So this exhibition was made thanks to, as we said, to a French woman that lives in Israel and that loves both France and Israel. That I would like to thank. That's thanks to a place that incarnates the links between France and Israel, and thanks to some people here that lend their art piece, that made their aliyah, that are French, and that are happy owners of Anna Waisman's art pieces and some art pieces that are brought from France. So it's a gathering of good emotions and good spirits, both French and Israeli. And it was decided thanks to the publishing of this book that was published two years ago. That is the correspondence between Anna Waisman and the philosopher André Neher, who made his aliyah to Jerusalem. So they started this correspondence that lasted 26 years, while they were both living in France, and then it was a correspondence between France and Israel. And this book was read by Karine Benichou that fall in love with Anna Waisman and said we need to make something at the French Institute of Israel, and I would like to thank her very heartfully. So I hope that this exhibition will give us light and good spirit in this time of darkness. As you can see in this painting, it's very dark on the side, and there's a light hole in the center. And I hope that we will be all inspired by her good spirit. Thank you for your attention.
Battered by the winds in this desolate place, I'm driving against the ice that whips across my face. When all of the howling screams say it my way, let me know that things will be better one day. Well, paradise lost, paradise never was. Oh, I'm all alone on this land of forgotten souls.